Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything. From gameplay to gear, their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Hey everybody, Logan here for a special Turtle Tuesday feature. So, normally we're playing games since it's now been more than 10 months, almost a year since we've done Turtle Tuesday. I literally went back and looked and I was like, it's been 10 months. Well, with everything that's been going on in the world, and it's been hard to get together and play more games, turtle games, co-op games, myself and which. So, if you've already seen it today, you've checked out the replay of Turtles in Time, where I, sadly alone, played Turtles in Time for the Super NES. So, for the second Turtle Tuesday feature, just to get back into things, I'm doing, like I said, a little different, no gameplay. We're doing taking a look at my Ninja Turtle game collection. So, we're gonna put that there. I've still got a long ways to go until I get them all. There are a number of turtle games that I still want in my collection, like the Japanese Turtles in Time. I think there's a European one as well. So, I want to get those. Now that I have all my games right here, we are going to take a look at what I have. We're going to start with the top. Now, I actually have duplicates right here. I have, this is an original case, unfortunately not my original game. I did something stupid a long time ago and I traded in a lot of my games. We've all done that. It is what it is. But one of my favorite games, you guys see me play it? There you go. Can we get it in? Can we get it in? Ooh. Okay. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Back in the Sewers. It was the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game I personally owned. I played the NES arcade game and the original NES one and Turtles 3, but this is the first one when my dad bought me my Game Boy. Now, my original Game Boy I do have. This is one of the first games I got. Ninja Turtles, of course. So, the other two are... I originally bought that one, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. Open it. I'll let you get a better look at the cartridge. There you go. And then I got that one thinking I didn't have it. Stickers are different on the front. So that's fine. It may be the same game, but two different versions. Next, complete in box, I've got TMNT from the original. Now this is my original. I did buy this back in 2007. I did buy this in 2007. My original one. Game Boy Advance games, I never, like this, I never ever got rid of. Some of my favorite games. So I have that there. Next is, these I don't have boxes for. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus for the Game Boy Advance. Awesome beat 'em ups. In the vein of the regular side scrollers, the Turtles in Time arcade game, stuff like that, but with the 2003 series. Very good, actually very good. Most people are like, but it's not the original. Oh, who cares? It's actually pretty good. Next, we're gonna go with NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There we go. Can we get a focus? Focus. Okay. Looks like camera doesn't want to focus. And of course, Turtles 2, the arcade game. This is one of the first ones I played on my NES because when I would stay with my dad for the weekend, we'd go to Blockbuster, and I'd always rent Turtles. There was a point in time he told me, no, get something else. And then, so I would get Turtles 3, Manhattan Project. This one I recently had. I never got this one myself. I never actually owned any of these games when I was a kid, but I constantly rented them. So this one I remember seeing in the comic books and stuff like that. It's like a semblance of this, but it had its own story, and I remember it taking place in Key West. But it wasn't really Key Westy. I don't know why the turtles were in the sun, chilling on the beach, but they were. So, but that was interesting. It's not a bad game. It was actually kind of expensive for an NES game. I think it was around $30. Now on to the Super Nintendo games. Of course, can't have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game collection without Turtles in Time. I have Turtles in Time, but of course you guys know that. And the other one, Tournament Fighters. Now, Tournament Fighters came out on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and the NES. The NES was the first one I played it on because, again, I rented it when I was at my dad's house. Lo and behold, that game nowadays is stupid expensive. It is on my my list to buy. I am going to get a hold of that game. I don't care how much. I'm going to get a copy of that game. So, but this is the best version by far. The Japanese version, I want to get my hands on that one. I do have a ROM of it, but you know I hate ROMs. I don't do that unless it's like Nintendo eShop or something like that. Then it's fine. But yeah, next, the only PSP game I have. Not the only PSP game I have. The only PSP Ninja Turtles I have. TMNT. They made this game for almost every system that was out. The 360, the PS3, the Wii, the DS, the Game Boy Advance. I think it was on the DS. Yeah, DS, Game Boy Advance. I still need to get the DS version. I haven't found it complete yet. But yep, very much like the home console version. So next I will get to let's do PS2. So if we do the PS2, I have, let's show them all together. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3. We have part 3 is Mutant Nightmare, part 2 is Battle Nexus, and then we have the original. And this is all from the 2003 series. If I can't quite remember, I'm not sure. I think I had it for the Xbox back in the day because Turtles were green, Xbox was green. Yeah, or I bought it on the Gamecube because I had the original. I might have done both. I don't know. I do stupid things like that just because it's Ninja Turtles. So, all three of them. Next, also another PS2 game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. This is their version of Smash Bros. So as you can see, they added things and special features. It's not the greatest, but I actually have multiple copies of this. Why? Because that's another thing. I plan on buying every version of every Turtles game. Yeah, I'm the same way with the Power Ranger games and for Mighty Morphin Mondays. If I start that back again, which I plan on it eventually, sometime this year, I'll do the same thing, and I've got a lot of Power Ranger games. Next, we'll go to Xbox 360. Shocker! Shocker! Yeah, I told you. They put it on everything. And then Xbox One got Mutants in Manhattan. This one's not that good. There's also a digital one called Out of the Shadows. I do have that as well. I have Reshelled, Turtles in Time Reshelled, as well as the anniversary for the arcade game, all on Xbox Live. But unfortunately, they never released any of those physically, so that's all I got. Now, we're gonna take a step back in time. Like I said it came out on all three. So I got Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. Now, Konami did a thing back in the day. If they released, say, the same game on multiple systems, it was completely different. This was very different than the Super Nintendo version. Had completely different characters, had less characters. Visually did not look as good and did not play as well. But it still played well, if that makes any sense. This does have my favorite character on the cover, Raph, of course, and the Triceraton. I love the Triceratons. So, I was always a little upset that we got, I think, Leo on the cover. He was my second favorite, but Raph is always the best. But this is still rather decent for a fighting game for the Genesis. The Genesis ones, fighting games, were sadly always hindered by either the 3-button controller, the sound, or visually they weren't always as good, except for Mortal Kombat. It was the only one to have the blood with the code, the Abacat, I think it was. So that had its perks, but there was games like Eternal Champions and stuff like that were really good. But yeah, and next, one of the gems in my collection, or a Hyperstone, if you will. Ooh, in box. Now, one problem: no book. But I do have the cart. It's got a little. See, it's got a little on it. So I didn't pay full-blown price for this. It did have the box. I think I paid around $60 for it. And this thing, complete with book and like better condition, goes for about $100. So I took it. I was like, yep, doesn't matter. I'll buy it. It needs to go in the collection. So this was one I looked after and sought after and found it, and you name it, any words that don't make sense. But I was looking for this for a long time, and I'm glad I finally got it. Next, Deja Vu much? What is that? Smash Up for the Wii. Told you, buying every version. Next are the GameCube ones. So these two you've seen. I do have 1 and 2. I gotta get a new box or get that off. I don't have part 3. I don't have Mutant Nightmare on GameCube. Now, I need to go back and find the Xbox versions. I don't have any of those at this point. The only one I do have is, it's a little different, and that's Mutant Melee. TMNT Mutant Melee. Now, this is more like Power Stone. If you've ever played Power Stone, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version of Power Stone. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. We actually have the video. A lot of these games we have on previous Turtle Tuesday videos. We'll make new ones. We'll do updated ones. As I order new games, I'm still looking to finish off the collection and trying to find some online, and maybe when these times are less crazy, I can start going back to cons and whatnot and picking them up as I find them there. But that's my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game collection. Still got a long way to go, but I got some gems. There are a few Game Boy Color. I'm not sure if there's a Game Boy Color ones I'm missing. I'd have to double check on those. Some GameCube, original Xbox. The PS3 versions of TMNT, and the Mutants in Manhattan came out on 360 and I think PS3 as well. So I'm looking for that, and I got to get it on PS4. So eventually I'll have them all. Eventually, that's part of my gaming goal collection, to have all the Ninja Turtle games and all the Power Ranger games. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for going through this little journey with me through my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game collection. So, hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Subscribe to us for more turtly goodness, because Turtle Tuesdays is back. Thank you guys for watching. Like we always say, be legendary. Like the Turtles. Thanks again.